The 550th Helicopter Squadron at Malmstrom Air Force Base, Montana, has achieved an important milestone in the effort to integrate the MH-139A Grey Wolf into the U.S. Air Force's nuclear security system. Recently, the squadron engaged in the initial operational test and evaluation IOT&E phase, a key step in determining the operational readiness of this aircraft to replace the long-serving UH-1N Huey. The IOT&E phase began on January 28, 2025, with a series of flight tests designed to evaluate the MH-139A's ability to cope with challenging operational conditions. These tests are a requirement established by Congress to ensure that the Grey Wolf is capable of performing a wide range of missions, including those related to securing nuclear facilities, without compromising effectiveness or reliability. During the test week that began on January 27, 2025, 3 main tests were conducted. One of the tests focused on the helicopter's ability to support convoys, a crucial mission to ensure safe transportation in a high-risk environment. In addition, the communication and coordination systems between the aircraft and ground operations were evaluated to ensure the effectiveness of cooperation in a real situation. The other 2 tests examined the MH-139A's rapid response in emergency scenarios, particularly in launch facility recovery missions. The helicopter was tested for its ability to deal with simulated threats, mimicking a nuclear security incident escalation situation. Evaluations included reaction speed, readiness to fly at short notice, as well as its ability to carry a full tactical payload, including the necessary weaponry. Results from these tests will be analyzed to determine if the MH-139A can seamlessly replace the UH-1N Huey in the nuclear security role. Given the Huey's nearing operational age, the transition to the Grey Wolf is a crucial step to maintain defense system readiness and effectiveness. This IOT&E phase aims to ensure that the MH-139A not only meets performance standards, but is also capable of operating under extreme conditions. Once testing is complete, an evaluation report will be sent to the 550th Helicopter Squadron and the Air Force Global Strike Command, AFGSC. This report will be the basis for the decision to formally transition the nuclear security mission to the MH-139A and retire the UH-1N Huey at Malmstrom Base. This transition to the MH-139A Grey Wolf marks a major step in the modernization of the U.S. Air Force's nuclear security fleet. With more advanced technology and superior capabilities, the Grey Wolf is expected to increase operational readiness and resilience in maintaining nuclear defense systems for years to come.
Really?
In addition to enhancing operational capabilities, the integration of the MH-139A Grey Wolf also brings significant changes to the U.S. Air Force's air defense strategy. The helicopter is designed to deliver greater speed, endurance, and flexibility than its predecessor, the UH-1N Huey. With advanced avionics technology and cutting-edge communication systems, the Grey Wolf is capable of adapting to modern security needs, including countering asymmetric threats in a variety of terrain conditions. This upgrade is especially important given Malmstrom Air Force Base's strategic role in the U.S. nuclear defense system. As one of the key locations securing intercontinental ballistic missile (ICBM) launch facilities, the success of the MH-139A in its operational trials will determine how quickly a full transition can be made. In addition, the evaluation conducted in the IOT&E phase will serve as a reference for the implementation of Grey Wolf at other bases with similar needs. In the long run, the The MH-139A not only improves operational efficiency, but also strengthens the national defense posture. The helicopter is expected to provide faster response to security incidents, improve troop mobility, and ensure the safe transportation of sensitive equipment in daily operations. With a more sophisticated protection system, the MH-139A also provides an advantage in dealing with potential disruptions or threats from parties seeking unauthorized access to nuclear facilities. As part of the military's modernization efforts, the transition to MH-139A Grey Wolf demonstrates the U.S. Air Force's commitment to continuously updating and adapting its defense strategy to the times. This move not only ensures combat readiness in the present, but also serves as a long-term investment in maintaining national stability and security. As the final decision based on the evaluation results approaches, the success of the MH-139A in performing its mission will be a key determinant in the program's viability. If all requirements can be met, it will not be long before Grey Wolf will officially replace the UH-1N Huey, bringing a new era to the nuclear security of the U.S. Air Force. Looking ahead, if the MH-139A Grey Wolf officially replaces the UH-1N Huey, the full implementation of this helicopter will bring a variety of positive impacts to the U.S. Air Force's nuclear security operations. In addition to increased speed and carrying capacity, it also has a wider operational range, enabling more effective security coverage around missile facilities and other strategic infrastructure. One of Grey Wolf's key advantages is its ability to improve the efficiency of emergency response times. With more advanced avionics and modern navigation systems, the helicopter is able to respond to potential threats more quickly than its predecessor. This is especially important in the context of nuclear security, where every second can be the deciding factor in preventing a security incident or breach. In addition, the integration of the MH-139A has also led to improved coordination between air and ground forces. Improved communication systems enable faster and more accurate information transfer, ensuring that every operation, be it convoy escort, facility recovery, or threat response, can be executed with high precision. This will strengthen the defense posture of the U.S. Air Force in the face of modern threats from both state and non-state actors.